This is Nick Nielsen, Mad Scientist of Muscle, and what I've got for you today here is a quick review of a supplement called T-Drive from InnoSupps. Now I'll give you a quick close-up of the product here. Now, what the purpose of this product is supporting testosterone production in your body, and basically everything downstream that comes with it, including improved muscle growth, muscle mass, sexual function, libido, the works. Now, basically this stuff is a twofold formula. It's got minerals that support your body's own production of testosterone, and it's got some herbal stuff that essentially does the same thing, not only to help actively boost production, but support the process that happens in the body for testosterone production. Now, for me personally, testing this over about a month, it's really hard to kind of tell the difference in that short of a time frame. You do need to take this kind of stuff for a bit longer, but in the time that I have taken it, I feel like it is effective. It's hard to really notice that much of a difference, like I said, in that short of time, but what I'm kind of basing a lot of my experience on here is the formulation of the ingredients. And when I first got this formula, I actually knew and have tried a lot of these, if not most of these ingredients, separately. Now, there are a few interesting things on here that I hadn't heard of before that I think with some research I did find some good information backing up its usage in the formula here. So I'm going to run through some of these ingredients here and give you an idea of my thoughts on how these all work together. So one of the first and most powerful ingredients in here is ashwagandha, which is basically an Ayurvedic herb from India that not only does help support testosterone production, but can actually help decrease cortisol production in your body and help kind of de-stress you. So not only are you getting the effects of the improvement in testosterone, but you're getting the effects of not having as much cortisol, which will eat your muscle mass, kind of floating around as well. So that is a tremendous benefit and a really good product, a really good herb to base this formula on. Fenugreek is another one that also helps to support the process of testosterone production in your body. And what I'll do here is in the description of the video, I will include some links to some of the research that's been done on these specific herbs, so you can see basically what this formula is based on and not just what me telling you over here. Tribulus terrestris, this is one that's been around for quite a while actually, and I've tested formulas where it's been very effective just on its own. I've also tested formulas where it hasn't done anything for me. So I'm going to hope and assume that they actually use a really good form of the tribulus in here. And like I said, it's hard to kind of divine out what the effect of this one is in here in a mixed formula. But one thing I do like about this formula in particular is that they don't hide behind a proprietary blend where you don't have any idea what you're getting as far as each amount of each herb. They list the amount of each one here, so you can make sure that you're getting an adequate amount to get an effect from it. The next one here is, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing some of these right, Coleus forscoli root extract. This one I've tried in other formulas, but I haven't specifically tried it on its own, so I can't really speak to the effectiveness of it. So the next ingredient on the list here is epimedium whole herb extract. Now, to give you an idea of what the purpose of this is for, it's also known as horny goatweed. And you can kind of imagine what the purpose of horny goatweed is. It's libido enhancement, essentially. So this one goes beyond just testosterone, but it also goes towards libido enhancement. Boron is another mineral here that supports testosterone production in the body. I've actually tested a product that was just boron. This was a long time ago, and it was absolutely useless, but that was just boron. And adding it into a formula like this, where it's a supporting cast member rather than a star, I think it does have some potential benefit to it, as boron is a critical component of the process of basically hormone production, specifically testosterone. Now, in terms of other vitamins and minerals, you have vitamin D in here. And one of the ideas I would have for improving this formula would be to focus on making it vitamin D3 rather than just vitamin D. And in addition to that, in order to use vitamin D3, the addition of K2 would be beneficial as well, because you do need K2 in order to actually get the the absorption of vitamin D3 into the body. So you may or may not be getting as much of the benefits of this particular type of vitamin D in this formula. But you can, use different forms of vitamin D as well. You're probably taking a vitamin D3 on top of this in addition, so not a problem there. So the next ingredient on the list is niacin, as in niacinamide, which is the form that they're using in here. Now, I'll be honest, with only 10 milligrams of that in here, it's not going to do a whole lot. It's not going to make a whole lot of difference. All right, so the final two ingredients in this formula taken together are actually very, very effective for helping improve testosterone levels in your body. Zinc and magnesium. You might be familiar with ZMA, which is zinc magnesium aspartate. This is a formula that you usually take at night before going to bed. That helps promote better sleep, helps promote immunity, and helps basically support testosterone production in your body. Now, this particular magnesium in this formula, I'm not a huge fan of. Magnesium oxide, it's one of the lower absorbable forms of magnesium in here. So basically, as a suggestion for improving, if I were to take this to them, I would say go with a citrate or a glycinate or something like that. The zinc is actually a good one. The biglycinate is the form here, and that is fairly absorbable. The amount, 15 milligrams, is pretty good. You don't need a whole lot more than that. And just having this in the formula is going to be good support, mineral-wise, for your body for testosterone production. So, taken all together, I do think this is a good formula that has some basis in science as far as improving your testosterone production, improving libido, improving sexual function. This is something that I think is absolutely worth giving a try. There's a few ingredients that I think could be improved in here, but I think overall the spectrum of stuff they put in here, very effective and has a lot of good research behind it, and I think it's absolutely worth giving a try.